What's up? Just wanted to take some time and do a quick little video with an explanation of how I joined a boarding group for Disney's Rise of the Resistance in Galaxy's Edge. Not all results are probably going to be the same, and there's always a lot of conversation about it, and I've watched these Facebook groups for a while, and this is how I did it. We attended on New Year's Day 2020. At the time, the park was opening at 7 a.m. Many people had been getting there 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, super early in the morning. Well, it was New Year's Eve. We didn't go out and party, but we did not want to wake up as early as all those people. We woke up around 6 o'clock, drove and parked. It was crazy to see all the people actually walking with a purpose that early in the morning. We got there, we got to the security and into security, and then into the large group line, the waiting area out in front of the park, before you go through the turnstile or the magic band tap by 6:30. So we waited for 10-15 minutes and noticed that they were allowing people in. So they were letting people in, and it was slow, but it was orderly. Our turnstile magic band tap ended up breaking down or having an issue, so we had to wait even longer, which kind of was a little nerve-wracking, but we got inside the park. I'm not I'm a tech guy, but I'm not a IT guy or a networking guy, so I'm not going to explain to you about Disney's Wi-Fi versus your actual cell phone signal, which would be better and stuff. But what I chose that day was to run off of my AT&T cell phone signal. So I turned off my Wi-Fi. We got into the park. I don't feel like you're going to get as good of service on your signal if you're packed into a group of people. Think like a concert. It's if you're trying to load to Instagram and stuff, sometimes you have delays and issues with loading that you normally wouldn't out in the world. It's because all those people are sitting there packed into the same area, and they're all streaming their cell phones and they're using that data. So what we ended up being able to do was we walked up that right side of Hollywood Boulevard towards Starbucks, which Starbucks had a huge line. That Main Street Hollywood Boulevard area was packed with people, but there wasn't a lot on the sidewalk. So we walked up the sidewalk towards Starbucks, and they allowed you to make the right-hand turn onto Sunset Boulevard or something. I think it's called Sunset Boulevard. It walks you towards Hollywood Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. So we made that right-hand turn. There was a lot less people condensed on that area. So they had everybody kind of blocked off right there by Starbucks for what they call a rope drop. Here's a note: your fast passes do not conflict with the Rise to the Resistance boarding passes. Your group at the time of this video has a 2-hour window. When they do a push notification and tell you, you have 2 hours to get to that Rise of the Resistance to get on, barring of course any malfunctions on the ride or delays and stuff, if it's all working well. So we walked towards Tower of Terror, which was actually where our first fast pass was, and there was a lot less people standing around. I still had it on the cell signal. It was approaching 7 o'clock. Here's one thing I've learned from the forums, that they've said that the My Disney Experience app refreshes at 3 minutes prior to the park opening. So at 7 o'clock when the park opened, it had refreshed at 6:57 a.m. I didn't know anything about this, but my tip would be to, if you're on an iPhone or something, clear out the app, like zero it off, swipe it up and close it completely, and then get back on after the 3-minute clock starts counting down. So we're coming up on 7 o'clock. There was a all call over the entire park loudspeaker, which I'd never heard before, which was pretty cool. That said, if you're looking to join a boarding group, to get on the app. And so that I was on the app, and I'm going to show a screen video of sort of what it looks like. I'm not in the park, but I'll show you what it looks like. And the join boarding group button just after 7 o'clock lit up, and I hit it. And that's really all you got to do. From my understanding, or what I believe, is it's kind of turns into a lottery, but the faster you are, the faster your network is able to get up and communicate with the My Disney Experience app and Disney, it'll get you in a better line. We lucked out. We got on boarding group number 9, so we didn't really have to wait that long. And at that time, you can go about your business. You can handle your fast passes, ride your rides. We were in line for Rock and Roller Coaster, and it said your boarding group is ready to go. So we just continued doing our thing. We had 2 hours. We went and grabbed breakfast, and then jumped on our boarding group, and the ride was amazing. Hopefully this helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment down below. Throw a like. Maybe hit subscribe if you want to see other kind of stuff on my page. Check out some of the vlogs. We did go out and we've done both Galaxy's Edge, and at the time we were a little disappointed, but now after Rise of the Resistance has come out, I really get it and I understand it, and I love it. I think Galaxy's Edge, Batuu, whatever you want to call it, I think it's awesome. Big up to Disney, great job, and Rise of the Resistance, the best. So cool. Thanks.